Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are live for the Chicago Disappointments, Bears, and the Minnesota Vikings, where it's looking like the Vikings are going to be wearing their all white uniforms, white helmets, white jerseys, white pants. I'm sure you get the trend. I don't understand why teams are going to all white everything, though it would be funny to see a team wearing all white on a day it's supposed to be a blizzard. That would be. Wait, I guess we did see the Bengals do that in a playoff game, but out in Buffalo, though, they had a orange helmet, so you were able to still see them. But anyways, the Chicago Bears are taking on the Minnesota Vikings here on national TV on Monday Night Football. I apologize to America right now. America, I am so sorry that you are having to watch the Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings. Because once again, you're having to watch the Chicago Bears. We are this year's version of what the Jets were last year, where everyone's saying, oh God, please, just God, make it stop. Make it stop, please. We are that bad. The Vikings, on the other hand, they punched their playoff ticket last night. Compliments of a Seattle Seahawks loss at the hands of the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are 10-4, sitting in third place, which there's a sentence you don't hear very often. 10-4 in third place. That's weird. Anyways, we should be getting here to kick off very soon. Though the NFL, they do love to make everybody sit around and wait. Because, football, I actually learned this in my media and society class at CST 271 at UWL. Great class. That in a football game, the 3 and a half hours the game's on, guess what? 15 minutes of it is actual football. The rest of it is just standing around and commercials. So that's, that's what we end up with. Right now we're getting a Dick's Sporting Goods with the J.J. Watt commercial. Hold on. Oh, it's starting, so it's looking like we're about to get kickoff. And this one, I didn't want to log off early last night, but I had no choice because my lights flickering and all that. I have guaranteed that will not happen tonight. And here it is, Monday Night Football on ABC, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, God help us all. They're going through their Monday Night Football intro. Are you ready for football? No, I am not. I'm ready for baseball. I'll say it now. I am sitting here and I am completely ready for baseball. Ah, yes, the skull chants. I really am gonna not enjoy tonight, am I? Unless there is some weird, unexpected event. It's looking like I'm gonna be sitting here, questioning myself. And their opening pregame highlight reels, I've noticed they were showing a lot more Minnesota Vikings than they have been Bears. Which, I guess makes sense. The Bears really haven't, given us many highlight reel moments compared to the Vikings, outside of just apparently showing Caleb Williams running out on the field out of the tunnel every week. So now that we're getting our pregame hype intro thing, and Yep, that's about right. There was virtually no Chicago Bear highlights here. Who would have thunk that one? But anyways, we got the skull chance. It looks like they're doing a wannabe Penn State whiteout because I'm sorry, no NFL team is going to be able to get the whiteout as good as Penn State does at the college level. But, ooh, Twins Hall of Famer Joe Mauer is there. Something tells me he's probably pulling for the Vikings. But I'm disappointed he wasn't wearing his baseball jersey and saying, I love baseball. That's a disappointment. They should have had him wear his Twins jersey. All right. And we're getting our dynamic kickoff. And the kick is up. It looks like the disappointments are getting the ball first, and they're going to knee it. Love the title for the video. Need your opinion. What is the best intro in NFL football? Sunday night with NFL on Fox is the best intro, Thomas. NFL on Fox, hands down. All right, so Caleb Williams and the Bears offense is coming out onto the field. Can't wait to see how they disappoint me now. And some of the Packer fans are just jealous that I make 4-9 look sexy because I don't care and count down to baseball season. Wow, they really did do a good job mimicking the Penn State whiteout look. Holy cow. Anyways, Williams under center. They handed off to DeAndre Swift, and he got like 3-4 yards out of it at most. And, hey, the Bears interim coach has it right. He's wearing the hat with the B like every coach is supposed to out of tradition. Also, Thomas, I really hope that you showed my sarcastic title to your friend that's a Bear fan to see if he'd agree with the Chicago disappointments. 56 sacks allowed this year. It's the most in the NFL. That was a gain of 4. We'll see how many times Williams runs for his life tonight. Komet's in action. He's under siege, gets it up quick, and Keenan Allen's brought down right away after a quick gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. Minnesota was all over that one. Let's see. So their defensive back, Gilmore, is inactive with a hamstring. I will get to that and reset it to where my food continues cooking after the Bears probably punt the ball here. So the Vikings, they punched their ticket to the postseason. If they win tonight, they tie the Vikings. Williams under center, has time, starts running, and he is a yard short of the first down. There's your Chicago Bears punt. There is the punt. Here comes the punting unit. Williams had to run for his life again. There's that offensive line. There's that offensive line that I've known my whole life. See, the offense is still out there. They still have the offense out there at 4th and 1 at the 39-yard line. They are at their own 39-yard line and going for it. They snap the ball. They hand it to Swift, and the Vikings stopped them. It is a turnover on downs. It's a turnover on downs. Minnesota gets the ball at Chicago's 39-yard line. Well, there you go, folks. The Chicago Bears. Again, America, what did we do to deserve this punishment tonight? Also, the one guy in his Brian Urlacher jersey in the front row on TV. I salute you for wearing that jersey proudly. All right, so Sam Darnold and the offense is coming out in that Chicago's 39-yard line. Let's see what the Bears defense can do. Darnold hands it off to Jones, and who would have imagined this? Aaron Jones already gets a solid gain of 7 off the Bears. We've seen that one before, haven't we? Darnold has 3,299 passing yards with 28 TDs and 10 picks on the year with a 68% completion percentage, which going to Minnesota really revived his career. But the Vikings have J.J. McCarthy behind him waiting. And they're not going to pay him to stay. We'll see what happens. It was a gain of 5. Second down and 5. Bears are showing blitz. No, they're not. It's a bootleg play action. It's thrown just out of the reach of Jordan Addison. 3rd and 5. Minnesota would be in moonshot field goal range, but they are technically in field goal range already. They are trying to, at the very least, get inside the 30 here. Yeah, he had to get rid of it sooner than he wanted to because the Bears defenders were in his face. Yeah, if he catches that, that's a first down, and then if he gets that, it's a first down. Vikings are second highest here at 67%, 3rd down. Darnold backing up, gets away, he's running, throws it. No man's land, incomplete. The Bears defense came up with the hold here, which that is impressive in and of itself too, but at the same time, that defense is why the games have been closer than they should have been at times. And out comes the field goal unit for a 52-yard try here. His season long is 58. That kick is up. It is good. It's already 3-0 Minnesota. The Bears are going to get the ball back now after starting this game out with a turnover on downs. So once again, the Bears defense came up strong. And the offense came out lackluster. So far, it looks like they're not racing. They finally raced out to a commercial. So that's going to be my cue for the couch here with the Brewer blanket and DeSoto hats to take over. All right, here it is. I am now back with apparently just a live stream of myself and nobody watching. Oh well, who cares? So far, what I saw in that game was the Chicago Bears defense held and showed that they were the bright spot for the team all year. The Chicago Bears offense, and especially that offensive line, has been a lackluster disappointment. Minnesota's offense, they stalled out, but they were looking good. But they had one good, solid 5-yard run, a bootleg play action that if the throw was on target would have worked. So we'll see what happens, but the Bears defense did get a stop and held it to a field goal and make it 3-0. When this game and the streams are over here, I will be going back to working on finals at the great UW La Crosse. Nope, oh, thank God I did not open Spotify. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. We'll see what happens here as they are advertising their Christmas Day games that are exclusively only on Netflix. I will not be watching any Christmas Day football because I will be working at Gunderson doing God's work, giving people food and clean stuff to eat off of and all that fun stuff. Coming up at 7:30, Kirk Cousins and the Falcons are taking on the Oakland Raiders. Now that I think of it, America's getting tortured tonight no matter the game they watch, aren't they? Anyways, I'm back to the game that's more relevant in the upper Midwest here, especially at the NFC North and the playoff implications. Here comes the kickoff. The kick is up. We get at the 1, sits to the 25, and down after a dive at the 30. Most sack times by rookie QBs. David Carr's at 76, Bryce Young 62, Chicago 56, Caleb Williams tied with Tim Couch at 56. All of them were the number 1 overall picks. Caleb Williams he's not going to be anywhere near David Carr, but he could pass Bryce Young and be the second most sacked rookie quarterback in the history of the NFL here. Which, my God, that is not good. He is the third most sacked QB in the history of the NFL. Williams, shotgun formation here. Some action. They do a wide receiver reverse here into DJ Moore. Moore gets some room, and it's going to give them a first down. But what was really sad was seeing that stat of how many times Caleb Williams has been sacked. It is a gain of 9 and be second down and 1. Caleb Williams does have the Bears' rookie franchise records in passing yards and touchdowns with 2,750 yards and 16 touchdowns. Tells you how low of a bar the Chicago Bears had to clear. All right, second down and 1. Williams here in shotgun formation. There's some movement. They give it to DJ Moore again. Moore gets the first down and then some, and he should be around the 50-yard line. Or at least I think is where he'll be. They're going to be doing a lot more wide receiver screen reverse runs because they don't have much depth on the running back room because everyone else is out hurt. We all know that Caleb Williams won the Heisman in 2022. He was a top 5 in USC and everything, first-round pick. Yeah, we all know his resume. And he's a captain, the rookie. The Bears have it at the 48-yard line. They've already got more yards offense so far in this half than they did last week. Williams gets away from 1 sack, under siege, throws it to DeAndre Swift. And the Bears get a first down miraculously here. It was rather miraculous that they got a first down. Still wondering how they're going to disappoint me here. Because it is bound to happen. At this point, I kind of want 4-9, not 5-9. I want 4-10, not 5-9, because, God, that's going to be hilarious being the complete opposite of the Packers in the record. Williams, under center, changing the cadence call. They got 9 seconds here on the play clock. Allen in motion. 5, 4, 3. They hand it off to Swift, and he is swiftly brought down after a gain of 1, maybe 2 here. Second down and 8, 9, maybe 8. It is second down and 8. Caleb Williams, second Bears rookie to start season opener in the common draft era. The only other one to do that was Kyle Orton back in 2005, and arguably Orton was the best quarterback I have seen the Bears have in my life when Jay Cutler was not on the field. Jay Cutler is also the third best quarterback in Packers history. Actually, the fourth, because he can't be above Bart Starr either. Shotgun formation for Williams. He's under siege. Had to throw it to Odunze right away. They pick up the first down. They are at the Minnesota Vikings 30-yard line here. They are already off to a better start than they were last week. That was bad. So here it is at the 8:50 mark in the first quarter. Minnesota with a 3-0 lead. Rome Odunze was also a top 10 pick this year. He's got 595 receiving yards. Not bad for wide receiver 3. Williams under center by himself. They're doing 5 wide. Let it fly. Got some motion. Williams. He's under siege and he's running backwards. Throws it up. Out of bounds. But if he didn't throw it away when he did, he would have been sacked for a loss of a lot. It is second down and 10. Even though Williams did not get sacked there, that offensive line, they just got bulldozed right through like nothing, and he had to get rid of it because he had 3 white Viking jerseys in his face. My God, that offensive line is atrocious. Hopefully they fix that soon, or decide to try and fix it. Williams, shotgun formation here, second and 10. Snap the he's keeping it himself on the option, and he might have a yard out of that at most. Here it is, 3rd down and 9 inside the Vikings 30-yard line. They already went for it on 4th down and 1 last possession at their own 39 and came up short. To where at least this time they are well within Santos' field goal range, but I don't know if I would trust him after the blocked kick against Green Bay. So here it is, 3rd down and 9, still waiting for the disappointment. Let's see what happens. Williams under center, shotgun formation. The blitz. Is that a fumble? They didn't blow it down. It's picked up. Minnesota has the football. Now they're saying the play is over. And Caleb Williams fumbled the ball. There is the disappointment again. So Chicago's first 2 possessions tonight, folks, was a turnover on downs at their own 39. Caleb Williams fumbling the ball. So the Bears have came up empty-handed twice already. And there was absolutely no blocking. That defender went around unscathed. The ball went right underneath the lineman. Minnesota picked it up. They're lucky that he didn't have more momentum and was somewhat stumbling while picking it up. Other words, that would have probably been an easy scoop and score for the Vikings, who now have the ball at Chicago's 39-yard line again. They hand it off to Jones. Jones, he's on his feet still going. That's going to be a gain of 9. Good God, the Bears are a disappointment. Good God. That was atrocious. Like, really, really bad. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here, but that was horrible. I do need Justin Jefferson to start getting the ball a bit more for fantasy in the playoffs. Here it is, 2nd down and 1. Jordan Addison is in motion. They hand it off to Cook. That's Jones, not Cook. Cook is a Buffalo Bill. But Jones, he got a huge chunk play. That is a 1st down deep inside of Bears territory now. They are knocking on the door of the red zone if they are not already in it. It looks like the Vikings are indeed in the red zone here. So far, this game has been dominated by the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have the ball at Chicago's 17-yard line after getting another short field. There's some motion. They hand it off to Jones. He breaks 1 tackle and gets a gain of 1. So that's going to be 2nd down and 9 here. The Chicago Bears defense trying to come up strong once again. If they hold them to a field goal here, that is going to be huge. Like, really huge. The Bears are out one of their other defensive tackles, and Dexter Sr. with a knee injury. They are 10th in the NFL points allowed, 6th most takeaways in the NFL this year so far, under Eric Washington. They're showing the outside of US Bank Stadium, so are we going to a timeout? What happened? Now, it looks like there is a timeout or some commercial timeout. Something is going on, but you couldn't tell because ESPN is not always the greatest here. Good God. Those first 2 possessions with the Bears is why I put the Chicago Disappointments in the title here. Because holy crap. We had a turnover on downs at the 39. They had the ball. It was the 2nd down. It was 3rd down and 9 in the Vikings 30, and a fumble when the ball rolled. Then they picked it up, and the defender finally got brought down at the Bears 39. So there's this back-to-back times now. The Bears have handed the Minnesota Vikings short field, and that's not going to win you football games here, but at the same time, what do you expect? It's the Chicago Bears. I really don't know what else to say other than, what are you supposed to expect? There's a reason they're 4-9. There's a reason they're 4-9, while the Vikings are 11-2, Detroit's 12-2, and Green Bay's 10-4. Don't know what they're gonna do this offseason. I really won't care what the Bears do in the offseason. I'll pay attention to it, but I'm gonna be caring more about baseball. Watching the Brewers. And it seems we are having a battle of UWL college students on debating which NFL intro is better between Thomas and Dawson there. I'm going to let them fight this out. Okay, there was an injury. It looks like it's the Vikings' right tackle. So now they're going to put David Quessenberry in his second down and 9. Darnold, clean pocket, throws, gets it to, it's going to be a first down, first and goal. Caught with the completion by Jordan Addison. We got a first and goal for Minnesota at the Chicago 7-yard line. I'm surprised it's only 3-0 and on the verge of potentially being 10-0. And still, it's a better start than last week, but not by much. This really is not. You know what? It's a better start than last week. Darnold, play action pass, throws it, end zone, touchdown, Justin Jefferson. Just like that, the Vikings capitalize on a Bears turnover and get a touchdown out of it. So the Bears handed the Vikings already a quick 9-0 lead, pending the extra point here. The Vikings did 5 plays, 39 yards in 2.5 minutes. So both times Chicago handed Minnesota a short field. Minnesota got a field goal out of it. And this time around, they did not have any flaws. And they got a touchdown. And Chicago left Justin Jefferson all by himself in the end zone. Justin Jefferson got left all by himself in the back of that end zone. On the bright side, that's helping me in fantasy. That'll help me in fantasy football. But I don't know how you leave the team's number one receiver and arguably one of the best receiver and arguably the best receiver in the NFL on the field that wide open. But just like that, it's already 10-0 Minnesota. 10-0. So we'll see how the Bears continue this one. Because it was, well, the Bears, like I said earlier here, and we'll recap the Bears' 2 offensive possessions so far. The Bears had a turnover on downs at their own 39. They got to around the Vikings 30, and Caleb Williams fumbled the ball away. What's going to be next? An interception? A 4 and out? A 4 and out. That'd be a turnover on downs. 3 and out where they punt? What's my favorite popcorn topping? This might be old fashioned, but I usually just put some I usually just put some butter on it and call it some butter with some salt and call it good. That's about what I do. Some buttered salt and call it good. Maybe if I get adventurous, they'll have some those what Parmesan cheese. If I want to be real adventurous, I'll put some Parmesan cheese on it. That's actually a good question. Just like I'm sure, Dawson, you are really hyped for that Thursday night game between the Broncos and Chargers. Because at least one of us here is getting to enjoy the postseason run. Oh, cool. The holiday train went to Minneapolis, and the Minnesota Vikings went on it with some of the for the North Pole Express, I guess is what they call them there. The Minnesota Vikings and some of their cheerleaders and all that were on there with kids and teenagers that needed some stuff. Huh. That that is probably one of the best things about it is you see these athletes giving back to the communities of where that not just where they're from, but where their team is located. Just knee it and get the ball to 30. Thank you. Yep. They are definitely odds are they're talking about the Christmas Day games here with as much as they're showing Santa Claus. Yep, I saw that Joe Mauer let the skull chant, buddy. I'm disappointed he wasn't wearing his Minnesota Twins jersey. Like, if you're going to have the Hall of Famer Joe Mauer do that, you might as well let him wear his Twins jersey, bro. So the first down for the Bears at their own 30. Williams here under center. He hands it off to DJ Moore from the running back spot. You don't see a wide receiver line up as a running back too often. But anyways, DJ Moore carried the ball. Now it looks like they have home. Okay, DJ Moore's adjusting his pant leg. I was going to say he better not be grabbing his knee. Though it wouldn't change much for the Bears season. Williams hands the ball off to Homer. Homer gets a first down. So far, and they're already sending him to the sideline. DeAndre Swift is coming back in. We'll see what happens. The Bears are probably going to be leaning slightly more on the ground game here because their pass game has been non-existent, just like they schemed out their star tight end in Cole Kmet. Looks like Williams is changing the play call here with 5 seconds on the play clock. You got to hurry it up, rookie. He gets the snap off just in the nick of time. And they go nowhere. He might have got a yard out of that. They took a long time just for a 1-yard run up the middle. And DeAndre Swift had to fight for every inch of that 1 yard. The draw play works when your offensive line isn't such a joke. Like, if you had the Packers' offensive line, a running back draw would be perfect because they know how to block. Cole Kmet's lined up as one of the other running backs in the backfield with shotgun formation Williams. Williams hands it off to Swift, and he is swiftly brought down after a gain of 2. We are now going to have a 3rd down and 7. We now get 3rd down and 7. 3rd down by the Bears. Once again, they got 3rd and long. And the Minnesota Vikings and their fans thinking they can copy Penn State's whiteout. Penn State does it better. And that's just because the college kids have more fun with it. Williams, shotgun formation, drops back. He's under siege, throws it up, tipped up in the air, incomplete. The Vikings defensive back mad, knowing that he should have had the interception. And once again, the Chicago Bears come up empty-handed. And this time, the Vikings are going to not get a short field because the Bears are actually going to have to punt. Oh, dude, that should have been an interception. In and out of the Vikings defender, whoever number 22 is, should be disappointed because that should have been an interception, giving Minnesota another short field. Torrey Taylor puts the punt up. Minnesota gets the fair catch at about the 10-yard line. I won't be surprised in the least if they go 90 yards downfield here. It's going to be interesting now. We should really see who has more yards in total, Caleb Williams or the punter. The punter is averaging 48.7 yards a kick. So he's averaging more yards in offense than the Bears. I'm honestly surprised that was his first punt of the night. That second drive, that was a fumble. It makes sense why the man wasn't out there and punting. Yep, Dawson, great minds think alike. Now, if somebody can do the research for me on that while I'm on air and get back to me, that would be really nice. That would be really nice if someone could do that quick search on who has more yards for me. Because I know there was some guy on TikTok keeping track of that. But yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this other than the sheer fact that I just love what I do. It also doesn't help that I'm a Bears fan. So even if I wasn't doing this, I'd be watching the Bears. The Dr. Pepper Fansville commercial. One of the best parts of college football. Because we all know that the Chicago won't win the D1 college football playoff because I'm pretty sure the University of Chicago is a D3 team. But when we know the Wisconsin Badgers suck, they're not going to make the playoff. Next week's Monday Night Football game on ABC is Saints-Packers, which I'm probably not going to go live for that one, guys, just so I can actually kick back and enjoy a football game, too, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, the Vikings had to go send in one of their backup right tackles, but that doesn't mean it's going to make a whole lot of difference because, again, this is the Chicago Bears we're talking about here. I will keep you updated on the score of the Falcons-Raiders game as they hand it off to the Vikings running back, and whoever their backup running back is. Oh, Cam Akers. Cam Akers just had a solid gain of 10 or 11 against the Bears defense. Ooh, yeah. The right tackle of the Vikings, when he's doing his job of blocking when a Bears defender dove to try and make a play, his momentum carried him in the back of the guy's leg and landed on funny. Darnold under center, clean pocket, unloads deep downfield, airmailed everybody. But we all know if that was the Kansas City Chiefs, the handkerchief would have been out and on the ground. Sam Darnold has completed 58% of his throws for 20 or more yards downfield, with 7 TDs. Both of them lead the NFL this year. So far in the first quarter, it is tied at 0 between the Falcons and the Raiders. Here it is, 2nd down and 10 for Minnesota from their own 20-yard line. They hand the ball off, and Akers is greeted by an entire front of Bears. It's going to be 3rd down and long here. We'll see if Chicago's defense can get a stop. And if they get a stop here, will the Bears offense be able to find some breath of life? Yeah, somehow the Bears defensive end and Walker was able to just go right past them unscathed, unblocked, which doesn't matter the team I'm watching. When a defensive end can just go right past you unblocked, I'm going to question what happened. Looks like the Bears are not. We either have a false start or an offsides. And it's a false start on Minnesota here, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. It's going to make it third and 17 here. Unless it's a hat because of where they're. That could have probably been calling the Bears. I'm going to admit it. The Bears guy, he jumped first, but they called the false start, so It's 3rd down and 17 here. Oh, Torrey Taylor has more yards punting than Williams passing. Not surprised. Darnold, 3rd and 17, clean pocket, throws it underneath. And it is is he short of it or did he get it when he reached out? We'll see where the official spotting is, but somehow if he got it, it means the Bears would have gave it is 4th down and 1. So the Bears held them, but they almost gave it up. The Bears almost they did say it's a 1st down, which means the Bears gave up a 3rd and 17. Which means the Vikings are going to have a 1st down here at their own 30. Yep, he reached out and got it before he went out of bounds. So it is a 1st down. That was an impressive play by Aaron Jones to end the 1st quarter here. The Chicago Bears defense, on the other hand, they gave up a 3rd and 17. Chicago Bears social media is going to be lit, I'm betting. I'm betting you guys right now. It's going to be lit. This is going to be amazing. Yep, Thomas, I'm glad to see you're watching the Chicago Bears game. Hopefully you have this up too. That was something. Like that the Bears are they're on a whole new level. That's all I'm going to say is the Bears are on a different level. I don't know what all they're doing, but they're on a different level. And that level is, I'm just going to say it. That different level that they're on, they're on the highest level of stupidity there is. I call it the McCaskey level stupidity. So there's only one level higher that can top the McCaskey's level of stupidity. And I'm not going to say it because I need my paycheck. Though I'm sure everybody who ever worked a job somewhere can relate that because they've all, everyone makes fun of their employer in some way, shape, or form. But those of you who know me in class or on that definitely understand that pain. Oh, the dinger dinged. I will get to that. Hopefully that oven will keep it nice and warm until after the game tonight. But yeah, here it is. The Vikings have a new fresh set of downs here to start the 2nd quarter as they are casually marching down the field again like it is nothing. And they are doing a sideline interview thing mid-game with Kevin O'Connell. I thought you were going to say John Fisher. Well, you see, Dawson. John Fisher is in a arm wrestling match with the McCaskies for who is dumber. They quick dump off pass to Jordan Addison. That's a solid gain of 8. But yeah, John Fisher's an idiot too. But if we look at it between him and the McCaskey family, it's a nuclear arms race. Addison, quick dump off pass to Naylor. I can't see the name on the back of it. Either way, it's once again another 1st down for Minnesota. First quarter out. Thomas, 1st quarter. Chicago Bears defense, I'd say, is a C. The Bears offense is an A without a leg. The Vikings so far have gotten an A in the 1st quarter. Hello, train. Hello. Darnold throws it. Jefferson. He makes one man miss before going out of bounds. Kept his feet in bounds and moving. It has another 1st down. But there is laundry on the ground. We'll see what this laundry is. They showed the Bears DB, and now they're showing Kevin O'Connell. We'll see what it is. It's a false start on the offense. Oh, illegal formation by Cam Robinson. I'm waiting for the day they say there's a travel. Like, seriously, I'm waiting for the traveling offense. Though that also means they have to dribble the football, which would also be challenging in and of itself, especially on a football field. Anyways, it's now first down 15 for Minnesota from their own 38-yard line. Darnold shotgun formation here. Hands it off. Akers looks like he probably got them back to where the original line of scrimmage would have been. It's going to be second and long here. Yep, right back where the original line of scrimmage was. Thomas, you want to know why I'm ahead of you, DirecTV? I'm using the old rabbit ears with an antenna. Over the air is always faster. Darnold looking, throws it over the head of Jefferson, incomplete. There was a Bears defender in the area, but it fell just short. Like, unless he can catch a ball with his feet. So it's going to be third down and 10 for Minnesota here. Actually, that went in and out of the guy's hands. He should have had a pick there. Jefferson, yeah, he reached up for it, tipped it. The throw was just off a target. So far, Jefferson's been targeted 3 times for 1 reception with that 7-yard touchdown pass. Third down and 10 here. Darnold shotgun formation. Clean pocket, throws, finds his man. That's another first down for Powell. There's a receiver you kind of forget about out in Minnesota, but he got himself a at least 10-yard reception for the first down here as their slot guy. And Minnesota is once again on the Bears side of the 50 and moving the ball. It looks like they're going to be at Chicago's 44-yard line here. Oh, they are at the 45. As a first down, Minnesota marching in their knockoff Penn State uniforms. They hand the ball off to Jones. He breaks 1 tackle, but he is not going to be able to get back to the line again. Looks like he's going to be down for a loss of 2, maybe 3. This is one of the few Bear games I get to watch on TV all year. It was officially marked down as a loss of 1 to bring up second down and 11. Kevin O'Connell is 31-17 for his record as his coaching record with the Minnesota Vikings. It has been a very successful stint for him there. Shotgun formation with Darnold. Bears showing blitz. The Bears look like they're going to be sending it all. They're bringing everything they got. Clean pocket. Darnold throws it up. Caught, first down. Jordan Addison once again. Sam Darnold, he had a clean pocket, and that is the one problem you're going to have on the Bears show blitz here. Is you're going to have to do man coverage and hope that you can keep your man blocked. But, yeah. Darnold got it up there. It's another first down for the Vikings. Addison has 4 targets, 3 receptions for 33 yards on the night so far. Minnesota once again at the Bears' 30-yard line. This drive started at their own 10. Darnold throws. Jefferson was wide open and dropped it. Oh, man, if he holds on to that, that's a walk-in touchdown. You could tell he started turning before he had the ball, looking for the touchdown, and got greedy there. He should have just kept, if he holds on to the ball, that would be a first and goal at the 5. If he wanted to start turning and run to the end zone as soon as he did. But the Bears, once again, they left Jefferson wide open. And Darnold almost made him pay with a throw right on the money. The Minnesota Vikings, they handed it off to their running back, and that's going to go down as a loss. 3rd and long. And it's going to be a loss of 1 here. 3rd down and 1. That drop by Jefferson could be a momentum killer on this drive, but the Bears haven't been able to have an answer yet. Darnold under center, throws it. He gets the catch. They get Addison brought down short of the line again. It's going to be 4th down here. Let's see what Minnesota does just outside the red zone. Do they send out the field goal unit or do they go for it? Yeah, that drop by Jefferson, man. That was rough. It is 4th down and 3. The Vikings offense stays on the field here. Chicago so far has not had an answer for them. On 4th down and 3 or more, ESPN's analytics say they should kick it instead of go for it. Kevin O'Connell said, screw the analytics, ESPN, I'm trusting my gut. Shotgun formation here, 3 on the Darnold under center. He's running, he's having the rollout, he throws it up. Intercepted! It's intercepted! The Bears come up with the interception. The Bears defense once again gets a stop. The Bears defense, so far, they are earning a passing grade while the Chicago Bears offense gets an F still. Let's see if the Bears can continue the momentum. Yeah, I don't know what Darnold was doing trying to squeeze it in there because there was 2 of his guys and 4 defenders thrown in there. He would have been just better off throwing it into the stands for a turnover on downs. But at the same time, that's going to benefit the Vikings probably because now the Bears have to try and go further than they would have if it was a turnover on downs. But I also do not have any confidence in this offense right now. While Caleb Williams is good and he can work his magic, I do not have any faith whatsoever in this offense right now, especially that offensive front up in the trenches. So that drop by Jefferson ultimately turned into a momentum killer on that drive. Because the more you see that replay, if Jefferson does not just turn around, does not start turning and going for the end zone until he knows he has the ball in his hands, that would have been a 1st and goal for Minnesota, at least at the Bears 5. I mean, I will take the interception because I do have the Bears defense for me on fantasy too. That is also a very big and dumb gamble, but I'm taking that gambit anyway. So now we will see if the Bears' lackluster offense can do anything. Thomas, football's not a game of analytics. It's a game of I'm going to do this and we'll see if you can stop me or not. Clearly the Bears were able to stop him that time, but I do not blame him for trying it because up until that point with that interception, Chicago has not been able to stop him. How you doing, Jake? Go Bears. But yeah, football is not a game that you win by the analytics. Baseball sure as hell is not a game you win via the analytics. So while analytics are nice in some things, there's also other things the analytics should not be anywhere near. I mean, I will take that interception. I don't know why Kevin O'Connell didn't just kick the chip shot there. But the Bears have the ball at their own 16-yard line here with arguably the worst offensive line. The Bears down by 10. They hand the ball off to Swift, and he is brought down after maybe a gain of 1 if he is lucky. I agree with you, Dawson. Analytics in baseball do not go along very well. You especially know why I hate the analytics in baseball now. Hey, Stevenson! You finally decided to make yourself useful! Now, where the hell was that in Washington, Bearman? Where the hell was you being useful in Washington? Oh, Minnesota showing blitz against a young quarterback here with that god-awful line. Here comes the heat. Williams, he throws a screen pass well behind the line of scrimmage. Allen, and then Keenan Allen, he got a gain to make it third and short. But if they wanted to been sending the house there, that play probably would not have gone anywhere. We'll see what the Bears do here on 3rd down and 4. The Vikings, they are very heavy on the blitz in 1st and 2nd down, not so much 3rd down, but they are still a very blitz heavy team. Chicago having the ball here at their own 22-yard line. Williams under center. Oh God, he's standing. You're holding on to the ball too long, kid. And here comes the punting unit. Oh no, Williams, get up, get up, Caleb, get up. Thank you. Because if you would have got yourself hurt diving, I swear to God, I will tell the Bears to put the pads on. I'm doing it my damn self. I cannot do any worse if you want someone to die. Williams, once you were out of the pocket there, kid. I don't know why I'm calling him a kid, because I'm not much younger than he is. You should have thrown the ball to the moon. Oh! The Vikings just gave the Bears a free 1st down by running into the kicker. They just ran into the kicker. That is going to be a 1st down for the Bears. Tory Taylor's like, at least I can do something for you guys still, besides just kick. I mean, even if it is just running into the kicker, that's still a 5-yard penalty, which gave them the 1st down. Yeah, you could tell it was the accidental contact because he was airborne. So they just hit him with a running into the kicker, not a roughing the kicker. But it still gave the Bears a 1st down. So they got their 1st down via the penalty. Tory Taylor's doing more than the offense. Who would have thought that one? The Bears have the ball at their own 28.5-yard line. So I'm going to say a 29-yard line here. Here at the 29-yard line, Williams under center. Hands it off to Swift. He makes a move. Couple men miss, but it's still going to be brought down well short of the line to gain. And that's they're advertising the NBA in-season tournament championship game. Nobody cares. It is 2nd down and 4 here. Williams hands it off to Swift. Swift has to go wide outside. He is brought down, but he does get the 1st down. Hopefully Chicago can get something here. I don't care if we kick a field goal to get on the board before the half is over. DeAndre Swift seasons 1 of 5 players with 10 or more. Williams was going down. Swift gets brought down from behind. Imagine if fantasy football had punters instead of flexers by their tight end spot. Dawson, if fantasy football had the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, DeAndre Swift, you idiot! You put your spike into the quarterback's foot! The Bears have ran the ball 16 times in their 7 passing plays. Who would have thought that one? But yeah, if fantasy football had a spot for a punter, I would have been drafting Tory Taylor. Williams, he throws it to Komet. Komet's going. He gets a 1st down and then some. See what happens when you throw the ball to one of your playmakers. See what happens when you throw it to a playmaker. Though I am also hoping that Williams... who are we kidding? He's okay. If he wasn't, he wouldn't still have been in the game. Plus, Tyson Bagent physically cannot do any worse. The Bears finally have the ball once again on Minnesota's side of the 40 on a drive that has continued. Last week they had 4 yards the first half. Tonight we have 88. Williams threw a very dangerous screen pass through 3 guys. Luckily they were linemen. DeAndre Swift was it. That was DJ Moore. My bad. DJ Moore was able to get a positive gain of 2 out of that by falling forward. With a minute 20 left in the first quarter, they are still tied at 0 in the Falcons-Raiders game. Chicago here moving the ball, 2nd down and 8. They hand it off to Swift. He is swarmed by would it be a fleet of Vikings? He is swarmed by a bunch of Vikings. They're talking about Jalen Redmond, who went undrafted in 2023. In the spring of 2024, he was playing in the UFL with the Arlington Renegades. I don't know why they say unselected. You might as well just say undrafted. Undrafted and unselected, they're the same thing. Just put undrafted NFL at their ESPN because that's the terminology we use. Komet in motion. Shotgun formation for Williams. Clearly a passing situation here. Williams under siege. There is a flag based on how he got away. He is hobbling and limping. But that is probably going to come back as a hold, and Chicago knows it. That is a holding on the offense just by the looks of it. Because he was dead to rights but got away from it with a hold. Yep, holding on the offense. They're going to be moving backwards. That's going to bring up 3rd and long now. Let's see, look at the replay. Yep, if he does not tackle the defensive lineman from the neck around, that the Vikings linebacker or edge rusher, one of the two, whoever it was, would have gotten to Caleb Williams, and that would have been he would have been sacked for the 57th time this year. So a 10-yard loss on that penalty is now 3rd down and 15. Caleb Williams here, shotgun formation. Williams, screen pass to DJ Moore, and he either got it or he is down. It is a 4th down and 1. Send out the field goal unit and just take the points. Send out the field goal unit. You tried going for it last time and you got killed. Do the try and draw them offside, and if it doesn't work, kick the field goal. You already embarrassed yourself last week. You're 0 for 5 on 3rd down conversions and 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions. Kick the goddamn ball. You do not have an Aaron Rodgers under center to make him jump. They're going for it, and DeAndre Swift, did he get it? Did he get it? They're saying the ball is loose, unless they're saying it came off. Either way, they're saying, it looks like they are saying that he was short, which means, once again, the Bears come up empty-handed. Turnover on downs for the 2nd time tonight. God, that was bad. That was really bad. So it's going to stay 10-0 Minnesota. That really, really was bad there. I do not know what in God's green earth they were thinking. You were well within Santos' field goal range. And if you would have missed it or it would have been blocked for some reason, it wouldn't be as embarrassing as going for it on 4th down again, because I don't think you trust your kicker anymore, do you? This has been interesting. But yeah, they are now 0 for 2 on 4th down conversions and 0 for 5 on 3rd down. As I'm responding to a text message someone asking about this game, and we'll see what my old high school buddy here says about. We'll see what he says about the 0 for 5 on that and 0 for 2. It's been rough. This has been rough. I don't know what I'm supposed to think about this game other than same old Bears. Same old Bears. ESPN's cameraman understands the assignment. That ESPN cameraman understood the assignment. Letting us see the cheerleaders dancing around. He understood the assignment. I do not mean that in a bad way. I just mean he understood the assignment of giving them their fame, their time to enjoy fame on national TV. It looks like they're checking in on the Falcons Raiders. And it looks like Kirk Cousins got the Falcons on the board first with a touchdown pass to Drake London. The NFC South is a cluster. The NFC West is a cluster. And then the NFC North is a bloodbath with the Bears as well. Just kind of being a joke. They pitch the ball off to Aaron Jones. He goes outside. That's going to be a gain of like 3, maybe 4 yards there. Let's see what this is. I will answer that DM on Instagram later when I'm not live on air. As a gain of 3, Aaron Jones got there. I will pull up his stats officially more around that at some point. It looks like there's laundry on the ground, so the play is going to be dead. Odds are it's a cha-cha here, and it is. False start on the offense. That's going to back them up. Did the ref lose track of what down it was? Pretty sure the ref just lost track of what down it was. It is now 2nd down and 12 for the Bears. For the Vikings. The Bears decided they're going to turn over on downs. And we are heading to the 2-minute warning, which I guess that can give me some time to pull up the live stats of this one. Which... boy. Is there a ball game being played tonight with the Air Force? Oh, that's basketball. That's basketball, but it probably doesn't surprise anyone that the Air Force Academy is getting spanked by Northern Colorado University. Yeah. There you go. Caleb Williams tonight, going into this 2-minute warning here. He is 7 of 9 for 60 yards with obviously no touchdowns. He hasn't thrown an interception, even though he came close. He has that fumble he lost for a... he has that fumble that was lost. DeAndre Swift ran the ball 11 times for 31 yards. The Bears' leading receiver is DJ Moore with 2 receptions for 17 yards. On the Vikings side of things right now, as of now, Darnold is 8 of 14 for 82 yards, a touchdown, and a really bad interception. Aaron Jones has carried the ball 7 times for 29 yards. Minnesota's leading receiver is Jordan Addison with 4 receptions for 41 yards. Jefferson has only gotten 1 reception for 7 yards and a touchdown, which is not helping me whatsoever in fantasy football. But I think I have this week 1 already, so it doesn't matter. I just got to survive next week and hope I survive the first round of the playoffs. To all of you out there watching or listening that are in their respective fantasy leagues with your friends, coworkers, whatever it is, family, whoever, I wish you the best of luck. Let's see. Now that I think of it, I think the memes might be onto something by saying that Darnold throws it all the time in the world. He found Justin Jefferson. So they have third and short here. I think the memes might be onto something because, we were all getting ready for what was probably going to be a Bills-Lions Super Bowl, and that's what the people want. The memes are saying prepare for a rematch of Chiefs-Eagles, which is the last thing we want because we actually want to see different teams. Like, come on, guys. Like, who wouldn't want to watch another Bills-Lions battle, especially in the Super Bowl? But odds are, Green Bay showed that they're a playoff team. I still don't know if they're able to compete with the likes of Philadelphia. A battered Detroit, they can, but I don't know if they're quite there with the likes of Philadelphia yet. Darnold under center, clean pocket, all day to throw, finds Hawkinson, easy first down before Stevenson brings him down. And if he got out of bounds, he stops the clock, which he did. But if Thomas, if you're watching this, please in the comment section, or any other Packer fan watches the comment section, put your opinion on here. I don't quite think the Packers are Super Bowl contenders because you would have to, you'll be able to beat whoever you play in the wild card round, you would still have to go through both Detroit and Philadelphia, so I don't quite know. The Bears use one of their timeouts. Darnold throws a laser to Addison, gets to about the 49, 50-yard line. So they're at midfield here now. With a minute 35, Chicago does not elect to use a timeout. Minnesota's sure not going to use a timeout. At least not yet. Second down and 3. Minnesota marching down once again. Darnold all day finds an open receiver. Hawkinson gets out of bounds. Stop the clock. The quarterback's coach is Josh McCown. Vikings QBs under contract. Sam Darnold, Nick Mullins, Brett Rypien, Daniel Jones, J.J. McCarthy. How many quarterbacks do you have? How many quarterbacks? That means you have... Well, McCarthy's hurt, but that means you have 4 other QBs. That's insane. Darnold under center, throws. Addison open, catches it in midfield. It's a first down. There is exactly 66 ticks left of the clock here in the first half. Sad thing is I know what you're referencing. I was going to say it reminds me of Madden in preseason. Darnold, he is sacked. Now it looks like Minnesota is going to use one of their timeouts. The Bears were able to break through. Unless Chicago used a timeout to stop the clock. I don't know why the Bears would. Nope, timeout Minnesota. That's going to be second down and long. Like, really, really long. But I will not put it past the Bears to somehow give this up. Knock on wood that they don't. But yeah. Anyways, as we were saying, yes, Jordan Love is playing good. He is the future of the franchise for Green Bay. I don't know how the hell they do that. They went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers and now Jordan Love. That is a second down and 18 and brought them out of field goal range. Darnold under center, throws it. Jones makes a couple men miss before being brought down at the 34-yard line, 39 ticks of the clock. And it's third and really long. Yep, third down and 14 here. We'll see if the Vikings just go, if they're going to try and just go for a closer field goal here. Kevin O'Connell probably really wishing he would have kicked that field goal. But he decided to Dan Campbell it. Through week 14, the Bears have a 35% pressure rate, which is fourth in the NFL. Looks like Montez Sweat is on the sideline. So they're either having their hands team out there or not going for it. Oh, it's because Minnesota called timeout. That makes sense. I see what they're doing. Here. Chicago kind of helped them somewhat when they called that first timeout. Darnold is 14 of 20 for 129 yards with one touchdown and a very ugly interception. Like, that interception was really ugly. Here it is, third down and 14. Shotgun formation. Odds are he's going to be going for either Jefferson or Addison here. One of the two. He's under center. He's got all day. He throws it. Middle of the field. They got the first down. Clock is ticking. So they're going to have to burn their last timeout, but they got the first down. So now Minnesota, they're going to... Chicago, in a way, the Bears knew that they were in something, so they just let them have the middle of the field, all they wanted. But now Minnesota is well within the red zone and could very easily, in one play, make it a 3-score game where you would need 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So far this drive, Darnold is 7 of 7 for 63 yards. We will see what Chicago does. The Raiders kicked the field goal. It is now 7-3 in that game. Caleb Williams sitting on the sideline looking like he's just depressed. I don't blame him. See, Jefferson is in motion. Shotgun formation. The Bears showing blitz. Darnold, he chucked it down at his running back's feet trying to get it away in time, which he did. They'll stop the clock. And with his running back being there, it is not going to be intentional grounding. The DB blitz worked. Gordon went uncontested. Though that would have been hilarious if his running back actually caught the ball. But at the same time, probably would have had the Vikings mad because it means that they would not have been able to stop the clock. So 22 seconds here. That incompletion might actually be good news for Minnesota because they were able to stop the clock. There it is, shotgun. The Bears showing blitz. They throw it. Hawkinson makes the catch. Incomplete. He was not able to hold on to it as he's going down out of bounds. It's going to be third down and 10 here, 16 seconds. Minnesota, they're either going to try. We'll see what they do. Yeah, he could not hold on to it going down, so it is an incompletion. That is unfortunately, that is an incompletion. So Minnesota is 3 of 4 on third and 10 or longer. So 3 out of 4 on third and 10 tonight. Darnold, there is Laundry on the ground as he did get sacked. They're running a hurry up. They want to run the hurry up, but because how Laundry is on the ground, the clock does stop. We'll see if it's on the Bears or if it's against the Bears or Minnesota. Offsides on the disappointments. Montez Sweat lined up in the neutral zone. The Bears had Minnesota stopped. It is now third down and 5 with 12 seconds to go. They've now made it where, at the very least, Minnesota is going to have the chip shot of all chip shots here. And yeah, he very much did line up in the neutral zone. Shotgun formation here for Darnold. Darnold under center. He's got a clean pocket. Goes for the end zone. Air mails it. Nobody home. 4th down and 5, and out comes the field goal unit. It looked like there was absolutely nobody home. He was targeting Hawkinson. Looks like Hawkinson was open if he would have threw it to the right to where he was on the route, because if he would have found it, Hawkinson was wide open in the end zone. 31-yard attempts to try and make this a 2-score, to make it a 13-point deficit for Chicago. The kick is up and it is good, so it will stay a 2-score game. And the fact that it's only 13-0 says a lot about the Bears' defense so far tonight. But Minnesota's defense has been stronger so far. They have forced a fumble. They've stopped the Bears twice on 4th down and 1. So far, Minnesota has earned the A, and you could tell that they are sniffing blood and knowing that the Detroit Lions if they win tonight, will be tied with Detroit and fighting Detroit and Philadelphia for the 1 seed. Minnesota might arguably be one of the weakest 1 seeds I've seen, but it would be a 3-way tie for the 1 between the two teams from the NFC North, and one of them is a team nobody saw coming this offseason. I don't think any of us in our right minds here thought that the Minnesota Vikings would be competing and fighting for the 1 seed. The Bears will get the ball left with 4 seconds here in the half. If they're smart, they will just take a QB kneel and go to the locker room. Like I said, if they were smart. I am going to go run and turn around here to turn on my oven thing because I like my southern chicken things crispy, because non-crispy chicken isn't good. Yep, they lined up. They're going to the half. All right, so here we are. We're going into the half. Minnesota has a 13-0 lead. You're telling me that the fans are allowed to be able to access where players walk at Minnesota? That's a strange concept. That is a really strange concept. But the fact that this is only 13-0 is impressive. Jimmy, I'm going to tell you, what's impressive is it's 13-0. That's the impressive thing, is that's only 13-0. I don't know how they're doing it, but they are. They're putting up a fight. So far here, let's see, the official stats in the first half, Caleb Williams' line has not changed at all, like whatsoever. Sam Darnold is 15 of 24 for 145 yards, 1 touchdown, and what was a really, really bad interception. That interception was bad. Williams has been running for his absolute life at times. The Bears have gone for it twice on 4th and short, and both times they have been absolutely stuffed. Minnesota is 6-1 in their last 7 games versus the Bears. What is the one random game Chicago won? Someone please enlighten me. What is the one random game they actually won? The Vikings are going to get the receive the second half kickoff, but that is my question. What is the one random time the Bears beat the Vikings in the last 7 games? The Bears are a very casual 2-16 in their last 18 division games. Who the hell are the 2 wins they have? I can rule out the Packers by default. We haven't beat them since I was a freshman in high school, so I can rule out the Packers. So how in God's green earth did the Bears manage to beat Minnesota and Detroit at least once? Oh, wait. Yeah, a couple of years ago, they beat Detroit on Thanksgiving somehow. And then they somehow beat the Vikings at one point, too. Might I ask how they did that? But yeah, so far, yeah, Williams 7 of 9 for 60 yards. Chicago has only thrown the ball 9 times tonight. 9 times. The Bears are 8-9 in Monday Night Football games all time versus the Vikings. Where does ESPN find these stats? They're where do you find these Monday Night Football stats? The Bears are 6-2 in their last 8 Monday Night road games. How? Okay, so Vikings are 6-1 in their last 7 games for the Bears. I don't know how they actually beat Minnesota once, but they did. But overall, if I had to give letter grades on this first half, Minnesota's offense is an A minus, or actually, it's a B plus because of that one interception by Sam Darnold. Their offense, the Vikings defense gets an A plus. The Vikings special teams, that grade will be determined at the end of the night, unless it costs them. The Bears for the letter grades. Their special teams, well, that gets an A as of now because of that punter. Their defense is getting a solid B, B minus, and that offense is getting an F. Thomas, Minnesota's looking really good. What does Chi-Town need to do to get points? Well, you see, once I learn how to speak English, the Chicago Bears, you know what they need to do to score points? If it's 4th and short inside the 30, kick the damn field goal. Just kick a field goal. Maybe not have your quarterback running for his life as much as start blocking. And you're going to have to get some defensive stops here pretty soon. Eventually, Chicago's going to have to get some stops. That's almost it. They're going to have to get stops eventually. When? I don't know, but they have to get the stops soon. All right, someone's hitting 100% and agreeing with me. Thank you. Thank you. Though I will say this. I swear to God, if the Super Bowl is the Chiefs and Eagles again, I don't know if I'm even gonna watch. I might just turn on the radio for something because to at least know what's going on, to pay attention to that for sports reporting stuff. But I don't want to watch the Kansas City Chiefs again, because if that's the 3rd year in a row of them trying to win it for a three-peat and they were already there for the last 5 years. Why would I want to watch them for the 5th time in a 6-year window? Why would I want to watch the Chiefs-Eagles rematch? I just saw that a couple years ago. This might sound really... Some people say I'm just a salty Bears fan here, but I want to see different teams. Look how popular that Bengals-Rams Super Bowl was. Look how popular that Panthers-Broncos Super Bowl was. That was a long-ass time ago, but still look how popular it was. Look how popular some of these and to this day well talked about these Super Bowls that didn't involve the same 2 or 3 teams that would that people that people talk about for a long time. If the Super Bowl is Bills Lions and as good as Sunday's game, oh baby, would be cooking. Yeah, Thomas, America would be celebrating. The only people who wouldn't be celebrating would be Taylor Swift and Roger Goodell. I want to know when we get to the part of Taylor Swift's contract where she's obligated to break up with Travis Kelce. Because I cannot believe I'm doing this on a football stream. But we're going to look down, we'll go down this rabbit hole since we opened up the whole Kansas City Chiefs thing. Ever since Travis Kelce started dating Taylor Swift, his stats have majorly dropped off. Patrick Mahomes' stats have majorly dropped off. But last year, if we look at it, let's look at it this way. So far, the Kansas City Chiefs last year were playing really bad. Like, they were playing horrible. Taylor Swift shows up, and all of a sudden they're in a Super Bowl. Was it Chiefs Eagles last year? Hold on. This should tell you how memorable last year's Super Bowl was. I don't even remember who was in it. Oh, Chiefs 49ers. That should tell you how memorable it was. And that also proves my point because 2020 was Chiefs Niners. Obviously, we're going to we'll all talk about the Chiefs Buccaneers Super Bowl because that was Pat Mahomes versus the GOAT and Tom Brady in the last time we ever saw Tom Brady in a Super Bowl. So everyone's going to talk about that forever. But if we go back to 2020, let's look at the if we go back to 2020, let's look at the AFC representatives in the Super Bowl. 2020, Kansas City. 2021, Cincinnati. 2022, Kansas City. 2023, Kansas City. 2024, to be determined. 2019 was the 2019 season was the New England Patriots after beating Mahomes and the Chiefs so they could go. I'm so thankful Tom Brady did that so we didn't have to hear about Mahomes being the GOAT. And the NFL pushing that narrative clearly already forgot Tom Brady existed. But then the NFC side of things, it's not much better because 2020 was the Niners. Last year was the Niners. 2 years ago was the Eagles. 2021 was the one random year with so since I'm talking Grassi, this Saturday, Tom has his annual fundraising campaign. So it's about 12 p.m. Okay, so Tom Grassi's doing one of his fundraising things at 12 o'clock our time for his annual fundraising campaign. I will be working, so this coming weekend football is going to be on the back burner for me because when you're working at a hospital, you kind of have more important problems than football. Like a lot more important priorities. Football is kind of the least of your concerns. Just like in the summertime, baseball is the least of your concerns when you're at that hospital. It doesn't matter whether it's Gunderson or Mayo or Vernon Memorial, wherever you go in this area. When you're working at the hospital, every healthcare worker here will confirm and agree without even thinking twice. Football's on is the least of their concerns when they're there. Baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball. Basketball is especially the least of their concerns because that sport is that'll be a fun segment on the podcast about how bad those numbers have been. But anyways, when we're working at the hospital, we don't really care as much about sports. We're more concerned about helping the people. So does that make sense why when the Bears will be playing against Detroit Sunday at noon, I'm not even going to really care about the game. I'll check the score occasionally I'll check it on my lunch break, but I'm not going to really care about what's going on in the big wide world of the NFL. And when I get home, I'll turn on the end of the Sunday night game when I'm just chilling out after work because I'll be busier with more important problems. So anyways, it's looking like we're getting the start of the second half here between the Bears and Vikings. The Bears are going to kick off here in this 13-0 slugfest. The Falcons and Raiders are having a 9-3 barn burner out in Atlanta, I think, or Vegas. Either way, they're having a barn burner out in that down there. They're either down in the south or out in southwest. Either way, that game's a real barn burner. So we're going to see what Minnesota can do here with the ball to start the second half. And if you ask me, this game very easily could be 20-0, 24-0, something really bad if it weren't for that interception and a couple miscues by Minnesota. This game could be like 24-0 right now. They hand the ball off to Jones. That's going to be a solid gain of 5 or 6 here. There is laundry on the ground because when is there not a penalty on a running play? And of course, it's a holding on the offense. That's going to move them back 10 yards and make it 1st and 20. So instead of 2nd down and 5, we're going to have 1st and 20. And I don't really see it there, but okay. When I'm a Bears fan, and I even don't see the hold against when there was a call that benefited Chicago, should tell you everything. That athletic trainer, she did not look happy to be on the sideline. I'll take her job, being of the NFL team. Darnold, clean pocket, throws it, gets back to the line of scrimmage before his receiver got brought down right away. It is now 2nd down and 20. Oh, so they put it down as a gain of 5. It's 2nd down and 15. Unless it was only a 5-yard penalty for holding. Anyways, 2nd and long here. Darnold, clean pocket, throws it. Triple coverage, should have been an interception, but the Bears once again dropped it. We will see what the Vikings can do, but when you get a team this far behind the chains, it doesn't matter. Oh, Hawkinson just ripped the ball out of the DB's hand, so that was an interception. It's just Hawkinson ripped it out of the hand and sent it to the ground like a spike on purpose. So the Bears could not get the ball. Not like the Bears would have been able to do much, but yeah, I know the ball went through the back of the end zone. It's a dumb start to third thing. Darnold throws it as he got hit, incomplete, no man's land. The Bears are running with it as if it was a fumble. That DB is going to get his 20 seconds of fame on national TV, even though it was clearly an incompletion because if it was a fumble, the Vikings would have been fighting for it and chasing the man down. And once again, the Chicago Bears offense is going to be put to the test here as his arm went forward enough to make it where it's an incompletion. But once again, the Chicago Bears defense here came up with a big stop. We will see what the Chicago Bears offense can do to start the half now. Though I will argue that the saving grace of that drive was a called there's laundry on the ground. Is it a false start? Yeah. False start. They're going to be moving backwards, though. And Kevin O'Connell sitting here going, how are you doing that? So they caught Dallas Turner for jumping offsides. Well, for starting early, it is now 4th down and 20. I'm starting to think he only went to 4th down and he did that just for the memes. All right, here it is now, 4th and 20. The Vikings have been penalized 6 times for 35 yards, the Bears 2 for 15. It has not been a very clean game for Minnesota, but they are winning because the Bears do not know how to score. That kick is... Wow, he's got quite the airtime on there. 1 man's rest, 2 man's down. He's going. He's to the 40, to the 45, and brought down at the 49-yard line. But there is laundry on the ground. Odds are this is going to be an illegal block in the back and coming back. It's looking like that's going to be coming back with an illegal block in the back. Well, let's take a look here. Yeah, the Bears are walking on the field and walking backwards. They already know that's an illegal block in the back. Yep. Illegal block in the back. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So that's going to back them up just a tad bit. They apparently had a halftime show out in Minnesota. That's cool. When I'm done with this live stream, might do a brief recap at the end, like a mini post-game show. But not log off, watch the really, really late night news, and then continue doing my homework for finals because we're on the grind. Every college student at UWL is on the grind. But my question is, how in God's green earth is this only 13-0? Like that is my question. Like, don't get me wrong, as a Bear fan, I'll take it. And this offense needs to get going. But I don't see it. I honestly don't know. My grind stops on Wednesday. Yeah, that's when everybody's grind stops because that's the end of the semester. So all of our grinds will stop. Apparently, they're advertising Domino's emergency pizzas for Squid Games. How many end of the world Hunger Game type spoofs are we gonna need for stuff like that? Because that's literally, I'll be the one to say it when they're advertising things like that. Squid Games is basically just a fancy glorified knockoff of Hunger Games with a few differences. The villain soldiers are dressed the same way, except instead of it being all white, they're wearing all pink. They're fighting each other for survival and stuff like that. And there can only be one left standing. Everyone else has to die. You're seeing a trend. It's literally just Hunger Games, but done differently. Apparently, the North Pole Express in Milwaukee Road 261 had the Grinch throwing toys at kids. So they have the Grinch from the end of the movie because he's smiling, waving at kids, and giving them toys. So they got the end of the movie Grinch here on that one. So the Bears are starting with the ball at their own 20-yard line. That illegal block in the back killed them because they could have been starting at the 49. Williams under center. Let's see if the offensive line can actually protect him tonight. Williams, he's holding on to the ball for a long time running. He throws it away, but it's not like it's going to matter anyway because there's going to be a holding call on the offensive line, and that's going to be moving them backwards another 10 yards. So now Chicago's going to have first down and 20. Though, the only reason, I'll say it, watching that play, the only reason Williams was able to get rid of that ball and throw it into the bleachers was because of that holding. And they're showing these. Oh my God. They're showing a lot of these things. And you can see he had open guys, but he ran instead. Williams screen pass. He's going to be brought down around the 15, 16-yard line as he was backed up by his own 10. So they're clearly going to try and play it safe. He's averaging 0.6 yards to throw downfield right now and honestly, it doesn't surprise me with the Bears. The one thing that does concern me as a Bears fan from when they're showing the replays of some of this stuff, he had Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, Cole Kmet, and some of these other guys down. His longest completion has been for 4 yards downfield. Good God. Minnesota showing blitz here on second and long. The O-line, Williams throws. He finds an open Keenan Allen, and that is now his longest throw of the day. They actually didn't do a dink and dunk and let him throw it like 10, 15 yards down the field. And look at that. It works. I'm also surprised the offensive line gave him a clean pocket. Williams drops back, throws it, and Keenan Allen drops it. He went from a nice catch to a drop in and out of his hands. Second down and 10. I guess the good news is, out of Caleb Williams, we're seeing him. He's showing he's got the stuff that you need out of a QB, but he's also, struggling because he's with one of the worst lines. They almost got intercepted on a screen pass. DJ Moore went out and did his thing. Who do you think's winning Rookie of the Year? Probably Bo Nix at this point. It's either going to be Bo Nix or Jaden Daniels, but I think Bo Nix has the edge at the moment because both of them turned those franchises around. Here it is, third down and 8. Caleb Williams, all the time in the world, throws it out of the reach of Keenan Allen. He panicked when they only sent 3 down linemen. Minnesota literally only sent 3 down linemen. That's how good they were able to confuse him. Now Williams threw a laser right away because he thought they were bringing the blitz when they only sent 3 down linemen. And once again, the Chicago Bears punter is coming onto the field. Taylor boots it. Minnesota calls a fair catch. It takes a Vikings bounce, sort of. And then the Bears roll to the 5-yard line. So Minnesota's going to start the game with the game. Holy crap. Can you guys tell my brain is fried from writing all these papers and final exam tests today? Anyways, Minnesota's going to start their next drive from their own 5-yard line here. And they're advertising a Venom movie where the military is going to get slaughtered and then saved by Venom, which Also, we used to be a sophisticated country where the Coca-Cola polar bears weren't made by AI. We used to be such a sophisticated country. What happened to us? Another thing where we have to ask what happened to us is, anyone else remember when NFL Red Zone was 7 hours of commercial-free football? Now they're throwing commercials in the red zone. So we're not even we can't even be that sophisticated of a country either. So yeah, we are no longer a sophisticated society because we only have, well, there's no longer 7 hours of commercial-free football. They're throwing in the advertisements, the late night, the you could have overtime or the 325 games go a little later, but they still cut it off and early anyways and don't let you see the end of it. So yeah, we were such a sophisticated society. The only thing we got going good for us now is the college football playoff as an actual playoff. But some of these games are going to be buried on TNT, which is sad. Oh yeah, Sam Darnold's 2018 Pro Day was in the rain. They're showing his Pro Day when he's doing it out in the rain. Though, I'd say arguably Pro Days for stuff like that, you're not really learning much about the player. You're just seeing what he can do and is basically in a pair of underwear, just like the combine. So Minnesota starting this drive at their own 5-yard line. Some play action. If number 52 of the defense could hold on to that, he would have got the interception standing in the end zone for a pick six. What are you doing, Taylor? You would have had a pick six in the end zone. So far here in the second half, Sam Darnold is starting to slow her down a bit, but the Bears have been very lackluster and depressing. Looks like the Bears are getting ready to show some blitz. Screen pass to Jefferson. He has bulldozed one guy down before getting sent out of bounds. It's going to be third down and short. Minnesota wasn't taking any dangerous shots knowing that they're backed up in their own end zone. Torrey Taylor was definitely worth the 4th-round pick. We'll see what Minnesota does here at 3rd down and 3. Darnold's well on his way to having over 3,500 passing yards this year. And 30 touchdowns. Ooh, the dinger dinged. Darnold under center by himself, has time, throws. Airmailed it. Incomplete, out of bounds. Others, it would have been another interception. Kyler Gordon was not able to keep his feet in bounds when he was doing it, so it would have been a nice interception, but clearly, yeah, it was a nice catch, but he was definitely well out of bounds. He was looking for Jefferson. So the Bears defense once again will hold Minnesota in their offense, but the kick is up. Chicago should have some pretty good field position here. They're going to start at about the 48-yard line. We'll see what Caleb Williams can do when they come back from another commercial break. This game has actually been moving along pretty fast. And now we're getting one of the greatest commercials you can get by a bunch of badasses in the United States Marines. I remember when I was a kid, when we'd be playing G.I. Joe and all that, and I'd always want to be the Marine because they were a bunch of badasses that always helped people. Because, they're the few, the proud, the Marines. You're telling me a Disney Plus subscription now includes ESPN? Oh, of course they're going to charge you more. That makes sense. Because it's going to be an add-on. They're showing the Heisman advertisement stuff showing for the Heisman House of College Football. Ashton Janty should have gotten it. But they just showed once again that they don't, shows you how little they actually care about if you're the best player in football or not. And the college football awards show, and they're showing a lot of these awards. The award for the best tight end, there was a tight end from Bowling Green who was the top tight end in the whole country in every stat. The man's probably going to be in the NFL. Didn't get it. They gave it to the guy from Penn State. There was a wide receiver from San Jose State who had Travis Hunter beat in every single category as a wide receiver. Travis Hunter walked away with the award for best wide receiver. Ashton Janty was the best player in all college football. Carried the Boise State to the playoff. Travis Hunter got the Heisman because, he plays two ways, which means he's not ever off the field, which I would say was a mistake. That was arguably a mistake. They should have given the Heisman to Janty. And if anything, this award, all the college football awards that are voted on by media people and all that, just show that they flat out said, if you play in the group of five, we're not going to acknowledge you exist. So the Bears have the ball at their own 42-yard line to start this possession. We'll see what happens here. Williams hands the ball off to Swift. His helmet comes flying off as he is brought down. Okay, it wasn't his helmet, it was an offensive lineman. Let's see, they're showing a flashback to Thomas Brown in the 2006 Sugar Bowl. I don't know why we're talking about... Oh, that's why, because Thomas Brown is the Bears interim coach right now. Duh. That's why. Forgot he was a running back and played ball. So it is 2nd down and 9 for the Bears. Williams is in shotgun formation. It's going to be a free play here. Odunze, he has it. He's inside the Vikings 30. If this is against Minnesota, Chicago's going to take it. If it's against Chicago, Minnesota's going to take it with ease. There is a player for... Okay, he got up. He was just being more dramatic than he had to be. Yeah, he jumped. That is a free play. That's a free play. Chicago is going to get the ball and inside Minnesota's 30. And that is arguably the most productive the offense has been all night. I should just go off fan votes, not media votes. Well, the problem with that too, Dawson, is then the SEC would win everything because people are dumb enough to believe ESPN. Williams under center, throws it up, airmailed it, and oh God, I'm glad that was out of everyone's reach because there was 2 Viking defenders there. And besides, if it was a fan vote, you'd have, look how many people just blindly follow Pat McAfee and believe everything he says. So Pat McAfee just tell them, hey, vote for the SEC because my bosses are in bed with them. Williams is 11 of 16, 122 yards. DeAndre Swift running, breaks a few tackles. The Bears, it's going to be a first down at the Vikings 18, and they are finally inside the red zone. Chicago has finally got inside the red zone here, folks. Looks like there's some substitutions here. Williams under center. Shotgun formation, hands it off to Swift. Swift finds a hole, makes an opening. It's in the 5, and brought down at the 1-yard line. First and goal, Chicago. It's looking like the Bears are finally getting something going, and they might actually get on the board. Holy crap, the Bears might actually get on the board. I don't know. Now it is clearly 4-down territory if they don't get into the end zone here. Unlike Philadelphia, we're not just going to run a QB sneak. We actually have balls. They're probably going to give it to the... Oh, God, they're going to give it to a backup lineman again, aren't they? Nope, they haven't got block. DeAndre Swift gets over the guy, and touchdown, Bears! Touchdown! Chicago finally decided to get on the board. You know, I should be more excited about this than I actually am, but they actually decided they were going to get on the damn board, and there's laundry on the ground. Let's see what this penalty is. Oh, you dumbass. So, they were on the board for all of about 2 seconds. That touchdown run just got erased. What the penalty was, I don't know. They didn't show the graphic. Are they going to say ineligible man downfield? Yeah, they did. First and goal. They're saying that number 68 did not report eligible. So it's first and goal from the 6. I feel like Detroit has seen that before. Williams under center, hands it off to Swift. He is met by a bunch of Vikings, makes a few guys miss, and it's going to be second and goal from about the 1, maybe the 1 or 2 yard line. The center, Kramer. Did he ever report? He never reported eligible. He just went into the huddle. He never reported to the ref. Oh my God. He never went to the ref to report in. Oh my God, you idiot. This guy's an idiot. Second and goal from the 1. Kramer is in this time. Report eligible. Swift is brought down. There's laundry on the ground again. I swear to God, if another lineman did not report eligible, holding on the offense. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Holy shit. Oh my God. So they went from a touchdown to not having one because the offensive lineman didn't report eligible. Then they had a holding. The Bears are just allergic to the end zone. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it's clearly a hold, but he didn't go anywhere. So now it is second and goal from the 11.5-yard line. Williams, under center, running for his damn life, throws it to the back of the end zone and out of bounds. It is now third and goal. So, the Bears, they did have a touchdown for all of about 2 seconds before it got erased. We'll see what they do on third and goal, as Caleb Williams was under siege and had to run for his damn life, though he probably could have tucked the ball and ran for it, but instead he tried chucking it to Odunze in triple coverage. The Bears are 0 for 6 on third down conversions. Here we are on third and goal. If you don't get it, kick the freaking field goal. Williams under center. It's under pressure. Throws it. Incomplete, no man's land. Almost intercepted as he got tipped by the defender. He's searching for Roma Dunze. And please, for the love of God, send out the field goal unit. Just send out the field goal unit. Here's your favorite Bears fan acting hysterical due to the stupidity of his team that he roots for. Yep. Okay. So Santos, it's a 29-yard field goal. He's 16 to 20 on the year. Thankfully, he did not pull a Harrison Butker here in a dome, and he made the 29-yarder splitting the uprights. If he would have missed that one, I would have just said that's enough. But my God, I don't know how Caleb Williams was able to escape that one because he was being mauled by 3 different Minnesota Viking defenders when he chucked it into triple coverage. I'm honestly amazed that it wasn't picked off in the end zone when he chucked it into triple coverage here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also why the Bears are not in playoff contention. Thanks, Washington. Thank you so much for that. I love the fact that you just eliminated me from playoff contention with not just the Hail Mary of way back in, what was it, early November? What? Yeah, early November. But yeah, this game is just bad. I'm sure Viking fans' hearts are pounding at 1,000 miles an hour out of nerve. And then they just sit back and go, oh, thank God it's only the Bears. So that's, yeah. Once again, they are advertising their holiday games for the NFL, which Christmas Day is only on Netflix, which is weird. So we get Thursday the 19th, Saturday the 21st. Wow, we're going to basically have an entire week of football. It's going to be a busy week for me there. That's going to be a very busy week for me, especially if I'm not working, because I'm going to be working and not working. ABC is making a show of shit called Shifting Gears with Tim Allen, which I might have to watch that because that sounds good. The NFL's inspired change, saying the Minnesota Vikings project success, and they're working with people on social justice and all that. Which, okay, well, the NFL's social advanced social justice. The Minnesota Vikings were working. It looked like they were working with like students and trying to help them find a better way to make better of their life and help be successful and all that fun jazz. And unlike my governor, I'm not all jazzed up. Thank you, Governor Evers. Minnesota to the 25. It's about to the 30. He got about to the 30-yard line where it would have been for a touchback. They're showing the replay. Williams. DJ Moore's in double coverage. Allen's covered. Allen tipped it up where he's lucky that Keenan Allen tipped it airborne. Adunze sliding, trying to get back from stopping to try and get back to it. They're lucky to hit the ground because for the 2 Bear receivers that were even close to that area, there were 6 Viking DBs. Let's see if the Bears defense can come up with a stop. Though I'm starting to doubt it. Here it is, play action. Darnold, clean pocket. Finds an open man. There is laundry on the ground. My God, the refs are just flag. Flag. Who let ref have the script writing this week? Like, I'm sorry, but I just want to, I don't want to just see flag. Oh, no, there's a big play. Flag. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's going to be, that is rather now that I think of it, that is extremely noticeable. They're going to notice when an offensive lineman has his hand right up into the guy's face, underneath the face mask. That's going to be noticed every single time. So it's now first down and 20. Minnesota holding a 10-point lead. They running up the middle, and the running back had a good run until he hit his offensive lineman's tush. That is not something I thought I'd be saying, but at least he didn't fumble it off his lineman's tush. Darnold, under some pressure, throws it to Hockenson, makes one man miss, makes two guys missing, and is now going to make it a 3rd down and 3 here. And he had 3 Bears chasing him down before a 4th one finally got him. Somehow Chicago almost gave up 2nd and long. It is now 3rd and manageable here. Let's see what the Vikings come up with and what Kevin O'Connell can do. They have ran the ball 11 times and thrown the ball 32 times. By the time you get to the postseason, that might be a problem. Hey, the Bears have 202 yards offense. How they did it, I don't know. Darnold, under center pressure, throws it. He's got enough for a 1st down. Once again, Minnesota got the 1st down. He found his man in Hockenson. I'm just more impressed with the fact that the Bears have 200 yards offense. I mean, they cannot be any worse than they did last week. But they only have 3 points to show for the 200 yards offense. Shotgun formation here by Darnold. He hands it off to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is brought down after 1, maybe 2 yards. He was not able to get around and make a few moves. It is 2nd down and 7. Jones has ran it 9 times for 36 yards. He's averaging 4 yards a carry here. Definitely not just reading you some of these stats right off my TV screen. I'm surprised there wasn't a flag there either. Darnold scrambling, throws in and out of the hands of Jordan Addison. If Addison holds on to that, that is a 1st down, and the Vikings would have been across the 50-yard line. So the Bears' defensive pass rush is still solid, but everything else isn't. This is also one of the most typical NFC North games you will see. Minnesota is 5 of 10 on 3rd downs tonight. They're with average of 8 yards to go. Well, 8.8, but yeah. Arnold on shotgun, under center, looking, throws, tipped, incomplete. Hockenson was looking for the defensive pass interference, and it's looking like he's going to get it. It's looking like there's going to be a defensive pass interference here. There it is, the classic defensive pass interference by Kevin Byard III. Or more accurately, Kevin Byard the Turd, because he dumped his pants on that one. Yeah. You cannot. Even in high school, they would call that. Even in high school, you'd get called for the DPI for wrapping yourself around the man and groping him. Yes, I just said what you think I did. They hand it off to Jones. Jones makes a few men miss, and it's going to be a gain of 8 here to make it 2nd down and 2. And yes, when I was describing that pass interference, Oh, it's a gain of 9. It's second down and 1. Minnesota hurry it up here. They give it to Jones. Jones, the first down, makes one man miss and finally brought down by Bard the third. But yeah. Anyways, that pass interference call, even at the high school level here locally in the WIA, the refs would have had the laundry on the ground calling the penalty when you are. And yes, I said he was getting groped and manhandled because you're wrapping your whole body around him as if you're trying to bear hug the man. No bear pun intended. And, just to try and stop him. Minnesota has the ball at Chicago's 31-yard line, first down and 10. Get the snap off just in time. Darnold throws it. That would have been an amazing catch by Jefferson if he caught that. And it's going to be second down and 10 here as he threw it a little high, having to get rid of it, knowing he's about to get hit. In the third quarter, Kirk Cousins and the Falcons lead the Oakland Raiders 12-3, I think that scoreboard in the corners of my screen said. Yeah, 12-3 Falcons over the Raiders. I have no clue why I keep calling them Oakland. They have not played in the Bay Area for a long time. They hand it off here to Jones. Jones makes a few men miss. He's got open field. And he's finally brought down inside the 20. Yep. We are about to make 4 and 10 look real sexy. There's an injured bear on the play, so they quite literally have a bear down. That might be part of the reason why there was such a big hole there. No, they just flat out missed and then blocking it, and then he had good blockers. So they're going to send it to an injury timeout commercial, but once again, Minnesota is driving down the field. Fantasy football, it's not, it might, hold on, I gotta wish a relative a happy birthday. Okay, just got done with that happy birthday thing there. But, damn. Let's take a look here at fantasy football on that update to see how I'm doing in the playoffs. Okay. I think I have this game wrapped. I have round 1, week 1 of 2 wrapped up because it's 122.66 to 86.6. 5 plus 1. And 86.6, 5.5 plus 1. Because I'm not going to say 3 of those in a row. Because you know what it means. But yeah. I could win $50,000 in prizes for filling out a college football playoff bracket like March Madness. That's hilarious. But yeah, let's see. Caleb Williams, he's got a casual 3.18 points. No wonder I have him on my bench. Yeah, the Bears defense has got me in the positive. So Thursday night, I will not be live because I will be working, but we will have what's probably going to be one hell of a football game between the Denver Broncos and Los Angeles Chargers, which they should have never left San Diego. I don't know how many times they're going to keep showing Justin Jefferson doing a heart towards the camera here. But anyways, it's first and 10 for Minnesota from Chicago 17. They hand it off to Jones here. Jones is brought down right away. They brought him down right away. It's a loss of 1. It's going to be second down and 11 here. I'm sure some of my friends are making fun of how Dawson's saying how he got clobbered in fantasy this weekend. We all do. Throws complete down at the 1 to Jefferson. The Bears defense brought him down. He is really taunting that Bears secondary now, and he is tearing them to shreds. And I honestly can't blame him because the Bears, it's a struggle. Also, how did they let Jefferson get open like that? Like, I don't know how we let him get that wide open, but they somehow did. And then they brought him down at the 1, which they were. So that last ditch diving effort by Owens saved the Bears. Jacob Martin, another one of the Bears D linemen, is on the ground hurt. I mean, at this point, their season cannot be any worse than it's been, and they can't reach any more of a low point, but yet here we are. They really cannot reach much of a low point here. And if they score a touchdown, it really will not surprise me. Aaron Jones has 37 yards on this drive alone. He only had 29 the rest of the game, so he probably doesn't want this drive to end, but at the same time wants a touchdown for the team. They hand it off to Jones, 1 yard, and touchdown, Minnesota. Just like that. Did he just do a Lambeau leap at Minnesota? Did Aaron Jones just Lambeau leap it at Minnesota? I guess you can take a guy out of Green Bay, but you can't take Green Bay out of the guy. Minnesota just went 70 yards downfield like it was nothing and scored yet again another touchdown off the Bears. With the extra point coming up and being good, it is now 20-3 in favor of the Vikings. And we still have a whole nother quarter to go. Remember when I said I'm sorry, America? Well, I am sorry, America. The Bears are about to lose their 8th straight game unless they pull a rabbit out of their hat here. So, yeah, I am sorry, America. I am so sorry that this is what you get on Monday Night Football, national TV, prime time on ABC for everyone to watch with just a pair of rabbit ears for their antennas. Oh, God. That was... I really wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. And if I was saying I was surprised, trying to act like I'm surprised, I'd just be lying to everyone's faces. So I'm just sitting here going, I wish I could say I'm surprised. I really do. I really, really wish I could say I'm surprised. I really do. Also, the way they're showing a drone in this UPS commercial, again, does anybody know what was going on with the whole drones over the East Coast thing? Like, or is that just another thing where we should just go, yeah, that was weird, let's just move on. Next Monday night's going to be a game that... Will anybody really be too disappointed if I'm not going live for whatever the heck is left of the Saints and then the Green Bay Packers? And I just sit there watching the game on TV instead because I'm just going to say it. Will anybody really be disappointed? Because that's not going to be much of a game. And if Green Bay loses that game, I will question what happened. That is Aaron Jones' 70th career scrimmage touchdown. The NFL has been generous to that man. So once again, Minnesota's going to kick the ball off after scoring. Chicago will take the knee and go to the 30. And we will see what the hell the Bears do now. I knew there was a reason I put this as the Chicago disappointments. I'm also really hoping that when I put this in the right sports category and it didn't just automatically go to the people and blog section, because if it did that again, it means nobody's gonna ever see this even existed, which is also really sad. But anyways, the Bears have the ball. Yeah, they got Minnesota to jump, free play, and while they were saying the player's dead, if they weren't, Williams would have been sacked. Once again, they're still showing. They are still, and I mean this, still showing Aaron Jones. We are having a meeting of the zebra stripes. We'll see what the zebra says. Okay, so it is offsides. Oh, neutral zone infraction. Yeah. Yeah, it's a neutral zone infraction. Not like it's gonna matter much with the way the Bears' offense is. They hand the ball off to Swift. He got a first down and then some before being brought down. We will see what happens here. I can just hear the wind howling outside my window, which is honestly impressive. So the Bears have a first down on their own 43. Pass to DJ Moore. Moore, he got to pass the 50 and brought down. Chicago is down by 17. They are down right now, down 17 with 50 seconds to go in the third and then the entirety of the fourth. They hand the ball off to Swift. He does a couple stutter steps. He's brought down, but he got the first down. Minnesota did build up the big lead. Right now, they do not have to worry about the 28-3 nightmare. They really don't. I am sitting here questioning why I decided to go live for this game. Williams is standing under center by himself, 5 wide, let it fly. This offensive line is scary. Williams gets rid of it to DJ Moore, and he is brought down by an entire Viking blockade. If you're going to do a 5 wide, let it fly, it's usually not a 4 or 5 yard pass. It's usually a we're gonna let it rip downfield. And when you're down 17 late in the game, going 5 wide like that, you let it rip. Just let it rip. And it seems they're giving us an overhead drone shot of US Bank Stadium. God, that stadium looks ugly. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Bear fan. I'm just saying that as a whole, it looks ugly. I don't know why they're making a sequel to Squid Game. It was literally just a fancy glorified Hunger Games or Maze Runner. You know, Wait, I already did that earlier in the game on describing why I'm saying the similarities. But yeah, maybe when I'm done with this and I get one of these last assignments done again, make a pretty big dent in the one of my last finals. I hammer out a podcast. Hammer out one here, then later get a hold of someone, see when they have time to do a sport, to hop on and do a sports thing. Either this week, probably, let's see, probably this week, because next week before Christmas would be asking a little too much. I'm not like I refuse to ask someone to come on my show the week of Christmas, because that is a week where you go home and you be with your family. Live your life. Ultra Federal Credit Union is telling everyone to just live your life. I am. I am living the American dream, if you can't tell. I'm living the American dream and really, really questioning why the hell I'm a Bears fan. Let's see here. In the second down and 4, Williams hands the ball off to Swift. Swift tries to, and he is brought down after a gain of 1. We are going to have a 3rd down and 3. Chicago has yet to convert a 3rd down, and we're in the 4th quarter. I don't know which Bears Vikings game this year is worse. This one or when they lost in OT. Williams looking, throws. Finds Keenan Allen. It's a catch. He kept his feet in bounds. I thought he was just throwing the thing away. I thought he threw the rock away. Now that is an NFL vet right there. The fact that he brought that thing in, kept his feet in bounds, and then fell out of bounds is impressive. So the Bears are once again in the red zone. Let's see if they can do anything this time. So far, DeAndre Swift has been brought down once again. That's going to be another loss. That is insane. That is an insane catch. That is insane. This is how you know he's been in the league for a while. This is his 12th year in the league. He's a free agent next year, and the Bears are probably not going to bring him back. Williams under center by himself once again. Oh, God. He lets it rip. No one home. He was looking for a doomsday. 3rd down and 11. I don't know why you'd make that play call on 2nd down. 3rd down I could understand, but 2nd down, not as much. All right, well, they are 1 of 8 on 3rd downs now. I think my local JV football team could do better than that. Wait, I know my local high school JV team can do better than that. Williams, once again, under center by himself, 5 wide, let him fly. That's a false start. Why not? Why not add a false start here? False start. Big lineman decided to move his fat butt again. Because, why the hell not? Let's have a 3rd down and 16. He's a 3rd round pick from Yale. Why did the Bears piss away a 3rd round pick from someone from Yale? Like, really, why? All right, well, still well within field goal range. The Vikings are going to send the house here. Or not. Williams looking, running away, running, and I don't know why he's not throwing the ball. It's the 30, throws it across his body. Almost intercepted. There is a flag on the play. Williams is on the ground. If it's either going to be roughing the passer or a hold. We'll see what this hold, the penalty is. You're kidding me, right? So they had an ineligible man downfield. Okay, yeah, that hit is legal. Only the Bears. Only the Bears. So Santos is lining up for a 39-yard field goal here. This, if he makes this, would make it a 14-point deficit. The kick is up and it is good. It is now 20-6. Williams is laying down on the bench. That is, I don't know what I'm supposed to think, but the season's already over, so it makes sense. That honestly makes sense. Well, we'll see what Minnesota does. We really will. Because, good God, this is bad. This is bad. 2 field goals is all the Bears were able to muster up so far tonight. If my road to a championship in fantasy has to bank on Caleb Williams because of Mahomes' injury, I'm screwed. Like, I will be so screwed. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here other than this is bad. I don't even know the last time Williams threw for a damn passing touchdown was against the Packers, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's the last time he threw a passing touchdown, I think. Let's take a look at it. Oh, he threw for 2 of them in garbage time against the Niners. But I forget. Okay, so yeah, he didn't throw for a single touchdown against the Packers, but yeah. I don't see every time I think I'm seeing the stuff from Williams, he just turns around and dumps his pants. So the Bears going to kick it off here after kicking a field goal. We really love our field goals. Minnesota's going to get the ball at their own 30. I'm going to have a lot of fun seeing what Twitter says about this game. And the last play when Williams got hit, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Bears' offensive line. Let's see. He gets to the Jefferson. Jefferson's to the 45, 50 after breaking some tackles. And once again, Minnesota's on the move. So here we go. Once again, there is a flag on the play because when there's a big play, why would ref not be like, yeah, there's a big play, so why would ref not be like, flag? It does not look like it's on the Vikings because otherwise Kevin O'Connell would have been screaming his head off. Unless they said it was an ineligible man downfield, but no, that's legal. Well, it was an ineligible man. No, it's not because they're at the Bears 49, so this is horrible. They hand it off to Akers. Akers gets to about the Bears 45 here. Minnesota's probably going to score another touchdown here at this rate. It's a 14-point game. If they score a touchdown here, that'd make it a 21-point game. This game, I'm surprised wasn't a blowout by halftime. Now it's starting to turn into more of that blowout. Darnold takes a snap, shotgun, throws it, caught by Addison. We're going to get a 3rd down and 1 here at about the Bears 40. So we will see what happens here. It is 3rd down and 1. The Bears defense has had pretty much no answers for Minnesota all night. They hand the ball off to Akers. He lunges forward and it looks like he has the 1st down. The refs are saying he does. Once again, 1st down, Minnesota. The Vikings have just dominated this game. Yeah, that was a 1st down. The Falcons are leading 12-3 over the Vegas Raiders. Darnold throws it. Jefferson comes back, makes the catch. That was an impressive catch by Jefferson, the way he came back diving to get that. That was thrown where only his guy could get it when he's going down, making the diving grab. Beautiful play and connection. That is now 2nd down and 2. Darnold, bootleg play action. Running, throws it down the field. Intercepted, but it's going to be a defensive pass interference. It's going to be a defensive pass interference on Stevenson. That is not going to be... It's an interception for now, but it does not look like it's going to hold. Stevenson got caught with the defensive pass interference. Yep, pass interference. They declined the roughing the passer call and took the pass interference in the end zone, giving them 1st and goal at the 1. That's 1st and goal at the 1 now. Oh, God. I really wish I could say it. Oh, yeah. That was clear as day. Stevenson, you probably could have got the interception without doing that. Or, actually, they could... And I don't know what Montez Sweat was thinking hitting Darnold like that. But here it is. It's now 1st and goal from the 1. Darnold, bootleg play action, running for his life. Holds on to the ball. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Montez Sweat was almost able to get the sack, and he is pulling up his drawers there. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That could have been. I'm also glad we didn't have to see if ESPN could censor the TV that quick. Oh, here comes Stevenson. That guy has had himself one hell of a year, but not for all the good reasons. Minnesota hands the ball off to Akers, and he's got himself a touchdown. Touchdown, Minnesota. It is now 26-6. Minnesota has just been giving the Bears belt to ass all night. This has just been belt to ass. I cannot imagine next week versus the Lions is going to be any better. Like, this is not going to be any freaking better. Now Tyreek Stevenson saying he's hurt on the ground with the trainers and his helmet off, which means he is hurt. So, yeah. The Bears are not playing for anything but a higher draft pick. And so Minnesota's about to tie the Lions for first place in the division. The new Bears interim coach knows he's going to be out of a job too. Is this where I begin my Joker villain arc? Like, is this where I begin my villainous Joker arc here? Because holy shit, this is bad. This game is bad. Holy shit. Well, the extra points up are good. It is now 27-6. There is no fear in the world. Nobody is striking any fear in the Bears. The Bears are not going to strike any fear into anybody now. This game is. We are just something else. I don't know what I'm supposed to say, but the Bears are on another level. We are on a whole new level of depression and depressing our fans. We are just at a whole new level. We'll see how many people get this joke on my Facebook feed. 27-6, not even halfway through the fourth quarter. Okay, so the Vikings are kicking it off. We still have 10 minutes left in this damn game. The Lions' remaining schedule is the Bears, the Niners, and Vikings. Minnesota's schedule is Seattle, Green Bay, Detroit. And Green Bay's schedule is Detroit, Minnesota, Chicago. I only have 3 more weeks and football season's over. Thank God. Like, thank God this shit's over in 3 weeks. I don't think I could withstand any more of it. The Falcons are beating the Raiders 15-3 in a game of field goals with scoreagami. Williams, he's in shotgun formation, dropping back, dumps it off to DJ Moore, who gets a gain of a couple and goes out of bounds. Anybody else remember when the Bears were 4-2? Like, in all seriousness, does anyone else remember when they were 4-2? Because I remember when they were 4-2. Looks like the Vikings are getting ready to show blitz here. They do. Williams, screen pass to DJ Moore. Moore's brought down after 1, maybe 2 if he's lucky. He had to get rid of it really quick because, once again, that offensive line was not buying him any protection. The fact that he hasn't been sacked today does impress me. That might be the only positive note out of this game. If we look at the only positive note out of this entire game would be the fact that Caleb Williams has not been sacked tonight. They are 1 of 9 on third downs, 0 for 2 on fourth downs. Williams. Oh, look, there it is. He's sacked again. Who would have thought? He did get sacked now. So once again, Williams was right where he's used to being, on the turf. They just let Dallas Turner go around him untouched. Oh my God, I can do that. I can just let a guy around me to tackle the quarterback. All right, well, it's 4th down and 12. The Vikings getting the ball back. They get it. He's to the 35 and brought down at the 40. Once again, Minnesota's defense came up with the stop. I don't know why Minnesota wouldn't keep their starting offense out there, just because you know you're in a playoff race and and whether it be a divisional game and all, you're going to keep them out there. It's not like you're going to keep all your starters out here. The Vikings have had a 5 or more man front on 69% of their snaps. Nice. Just nice. All right, so Darnold under center. Looks like they're getting ready to run the ball off here. Yep, they hand it off to Jones. Jones gets a gain about 3, maybe 4. They're going to start milking the clock more here too. Neither team's going to use a timeout the rest of the game, probably, because Minnesota knows this is over. The Bears coach, he's the interim because Eberflus was that historically bad. Chicago's about to now be 0-4 in division play. Ryan Poles, you better be looking at that scoreboard in disgrace. You better be mad knowing that you should have invested in that frickin' offensive line more. Here it is. They hand it off to Jones. He's got room all that. It's a 1st down. Now, it's going to give the Vikings a 1st and 10 at the Bears' 48-yard line. Like, I mean, Ryan Poles, he's done a fine job building them a roster. It's just the coaching. And the other problem is the McCaskies. I don't even know if Ryan Poles right now, he better when he's looking at that tablet in front of him, better be looking for coaching gigs and all that. Ever since 2022, the Bears are 2-13 versus the NFC North. Jones gets another big chunk play. It's not a first down, so bring up second and short. But yeah. The Bears this game are 0-4 in games decided by 3 points or fewer. Why are we showing that stat now? This is not a 3-point this is not a one-score game with by a field goal. This is not a field goal wins you the game scenario. This is it. Why did the Bears call a frickin' timeout there? Oh yes, week 18. The Hail Mary. Almost 17 cents. Blocked field goal to lose to Green Bay. Overtime field goal to Minnesota. God, I'm in hell. They hand it off to Jones. He's going to get about a yard or two to bring up third and short. Minnesota's not going to be in any hurry. I don't know why Chicago had decided to Why are they throwing away their timeouts with 6 minutes and 23 seconds left in the game when you're down by 21 points? Mr. McCaskey, sir, get that Bears stuff off your body right now. You are a disgrace to your grandfather or great-grandfather, however you're related. I think it's your grandfather because of how your mother's raised to. But you are a disgrace to Papa Bear House. Take that damn Bears shirt off. Shotgun formation for the Vikings. Looks like there is a flag on the play. And it's a false start. But yeah. George McCaskey, sir, you are the reason the Bears suck. The Bears 2024 draft class was Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, Kieran Drowning, Torrey Taylor, and Austin Booker. So a quarterback, receiver, offensive lineman, punter, and a defensive lineman. Their entire draft next year better be offensive line. They better just say, screw it, offensive line. Darnold, he's brought down a sack. So the Bears broke through and got a sack here as Montez Sweat's adding, and TJ Edwards. Well, they're adding to their stats and resume there, but so TJ Edwards gets to add a sack to his stat line tonight. But this game, it's over. This thing's over. It's another season that's been shot to hell. And the Bears just used their last timeout with 6:17 left. The Bears have only had one Pro Bowl QB the last 35 years. Oddly enough, it was Mitchell Trubisky in 2018. Weird and random, but true. They blocked the punt. Oh my God, they actually blocked the punt. So we could probably kick another field goal. The punter's hurt. He's not getting back up. They hurt the punter. They're celebrating a blocked kick here, but they show the replay. Let's see what happened here. I'm kind of Wondering how that's not a. How did that. Uh, how is that not a roughing the kicker? Like he ran right into the kicker. That's he bulldozed the punter, and he's hurting from it now. All right, so the Bears they got the ball at the Minnesota Vikings 27-yard line. Let's see what happens here because the Bears Williams throws incomplete. Keenan Allen could not hold on to the ball. That should not surprise any of us at all. It's a miracle they even mustered up 2 field goals tonight. Williams is 16 of 26 for 164 yards. What a guy. Minnesota's going to send the house again, knowing that Williams is going to dump his pants. Yeah, here they come. Williams, he's under siege, running, throws. This time Allen didn't drop it. Gets a first down. But the way with as long as he's holding on to that football, that's going to be a problem in the long run. You cannot hold on to the football that long in the NFL. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Bears at the 16 here. Williams throws it quickly to once again trying to find Keenan Allen, and it's dropped. Oh boy. The Bears know that they're going to have to do throw the ball 1,000 times. Their interim coach used up all 3 timeouts, and we have 5:34 left in the first here in the game. Down by 21. Williams changing up the play call here. It's with 5 seconds on the clock. He drops back, lets it fly, in and out of the hands of Odunze. That sums up the night. That sums up the night for the Bears. Like, good God, this is bad. This game is getting bad. This is bad. Like, that was in and out of his hands. Like, right in the breadbasket. He just dropped it. So it is now 3rd down and 10, which the Bears are allergic to converting 1/3 downs. Williams gets the snap, throws it. Nobody home, 4th down. And once again, here comes the field goal unit to make it an 18-point game. That was near nobody. Oh God. 4th down and 10. Here comes the offense on the field still, down 21. Needing praying for a miracle. They are 1 of 11 on 3rd down, 0 of 2 on 4th down. Williams gets a snap off in the nick of time. Pressure, throws. My God, they actually scored a touchdown. It's a miracle. Now kick the extra point because that'll make it a 14-point game. You're getting your ass kicked. That's going to make this game look better than it really was. But, my God, they actually did it. They found the end zone. And now there's a flag on the play. Leave it to the Bears to screw up an extra point. 12 men on the field for the Vikings. Okay. Still just kick the extra point, guys. It'll just be a chip shot. Oh, God. They're going to go for 2. 21. So we made a 14-point game. That's if they make it, we'll make it a 13-point game. Chicago did do the improbable last time they played Minnesota, but I still don't know what I'm supposed to think about this. They're going to go for 2 from the 1-yard line here. Lined up shotgun formation. Williams under center, throws, incomplete. So instead of making a 14-point game with the extra point, it is going to be a 15-point deficit here. It is now a 15-point deficit. This game is... Is it safe to write that off as a garbage time touchdown? Not to sound bad, but is it safe to say that touchdown was a garbage time touchdown? Just, holy crap, this is bad. But, cool, good for you, rookie. You got a touchdown. We're about to be 4-10, 0-4 in the division. But it's not like anything's new there. Let me guess, they're going to declare the onside kick here. If they convert this onside kick, I am going to be amazed. Like, I will be thoroughly amazed. Yeah, the way they're all lining up, they're going to kick. They're going to... What good is that drone shot from up above supposed to do me outside here, ESPN? Yeah, they're lining up for the onsider. Can't wait to see this fail again. Yep. Minnesota's football. Chicago can't stop the clock. So they got to pray for a 3-and-out. They're just going to sit here praying for a 3-and-out. And I honestly doubt that they're going to go 3-and-out here and give the ball back. They hand the ball off to Akers. He's making a few guys miss. Obviously, they're just doing everything they can to chew up the clock and leave with the 15-point victory. I am still thoroughly impressed by the sheer fact that the Chicago Bears actually scored a touchdown. Where it is 2nd down and 5. Akers in the backfield, The Raiders are in the red zone, apparently. Akers brought down. It's going to be 3rd down and 5, maybe 3rd down and 6. So now the Vikings are going to do like a quick little dump, try and do a quick dump off pass, hoping they get a 1st down. And if they do, well, then I guess good for them. It's 3rd down and 6 with 4 minutes left here in the game. Chicago should have just kicked the extra point. So, well, either because it's still a 3-score game now. He got the 1st down. He stays inbounds, which is what they wanted. So, yeah, the Bears tried to keep him short and get him out. I don't know why Stevenson was not. I don't know what Stevenson was doing, but Sherfield Senior for the Vikings. That's gonna be that's the catch. That's your dagger. Well, okay, the game was over already anyway. Akers, he's brought down for a loss of 3 here. It's gonna be 2nd down and 13. And this is just Brad. I don't know what I'm supposed to say other than just, this is bad. This is bad. Like, I give up. I give up. And if I'm working for the next Bear Packer game, that might actually do me a favor. It's 15-9 in the Raiders Falcons game. So that running play went absolutely nowhere. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. And this game is like, I am sorry, America. I am sorry, America. I am genuinely sorry that this is the bullshit you had to watch tonight. Once this is done and the game goes final, the stream will be over. I'm going to be thankful it's over. I'm going to eat my dinner, watching the news, do some homework, and yeah, I'm going to work on my finals on the grind, watch some while watching the late night local news. Maybe watch this Red One movie they were talking about, because it sounds like it could be good. And yeah, then get a hold of someone. Then get a hold of the UWL running back. See when he has time to hop on the show, and he can kind of recap the season. And go from there. And hope because we'll sit there hoping for the best. The Bears and Jets are about to have the same record of 4-10. Why? Why must I get put through my toughest battles every year? Like, just someone, why? At least Scott Van Pelt for SportsCenter still has a baseball bat out front indicating that the best sport is baseball. And it's also something that you can have in the front of a sports show desk like that and not block your face and obstruct the view of the camera. So here it is, 3rd down and 10 with 2 minutes to go. Minnesota does need to get a first down here so they can successfully start running out the clock. They hand off the ball. They gave it to their 3rd string running back. It is 4th down. I don't know why he would keep. I don't think. So Kevin O'Connell's going to run down this clock as much as he can and then kick a field goal probably because I don't know why you'd want to keep your offense out there. This game is over. But you're going to have to at least kick a field goal. They're going to play the Seahawks next week. 2 weeks from now will be Packers Vikings, which means in 3 weeks I will be working for the Bear Packer game, which honestly will not faze me. I'm honestly not going to care about the fact that the Bears are going to lose to the Packers. I'm going to continue that bet with the guys and go from there. Which means in 3 weeks I'm going to have to bring the Jordan Love jersey to my job, have it stand ready in the locker. Here's his 46-yard field goal try, straight shot. It is good, but not by much, to make it 30-12. So we are now in an 18-point game. So yeah, this is the definition of belt to ass. The Bears franchise once again showing that they are a joke with absolutely zero hope. I'm just glad that America's Booth, as people call Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, I could have muted. Because, oh God. This game, the Bears have been dead for years. And this is just... This is sad. This game has been brutal. I mean, I hate to say this, James, but they are about to tie the Vikings. They are about to tie the Lions for the division lead, so... For the division lead. So, yep. They're unrestricted free agents next year. Yeah. Yep. You know the game's over. Tyson Bagent's in. They put Bagent in there, so they know this game's over. They're literally just... They're just going to do some running plays. Yep. There it is. Williams sitting on the bench. Once again, knowing that he's stuck in quarterback purgatory. Welcome to Chicago, Montez. Yep. The Bears they're going to run one last play, knowing this game's over. Bagent got his screen pass to the backup receiver. Now that they're out of bounds, with 25 seconds on the clock. And it's third down and 4. This is Bajan's 9th career game. He's 2-2 in the 4 games he started. He put up about the same numbers Fields did last year. And just like that, there's the ball game. They ran it up the middle one last time, and now they're all hugging it out. Game over. Minnesota has defeated the Bears 30-12 to improve to 12-2, and it's their most wins they've had through 14 games in franchise history. Meanwhile, the Bears have now fallen to 4-10 and lost 8 straight games and will once again be picking in the top 10, maybe even the top 5. And just like that, I'm ending this stream because, good God, the Bears are a fucking joke.